Sound on. Transition to the talking screen. And hello, everybody. How are you doing, Luma?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing all right. I haven't been up to anything too exciting since last time. At least I don't think I have. Not really. Oh, my mic's on. So fix that problem. Yeah, no, haven't really been doing too much exciting. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Nothing exciting on my side.
that makes it, or means it's Sudoku time. So let's just go ahead and get over to that. Move this over here. And we are going to do Foggy Fireworks by Chloe. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Fog. The grid is partially covered in fog. Placing correct digits may clear fog somewhere in the grid. No guessing is required. Region sum lines. 3x3 box borders divide a blue line into segments of the same sum. German whisper lines on a green line, adjacent digits differ by at least 5. Entropic lines on an orange line, any set of 3 consecutive digits must contain a low, middle, and high digit. Renban lines, a purple line contains a set of consecutive digits in any order. Thermometer, along a gray line, digits strictly increase from bulb to tip. And Kropke dots, a white dot connects 2 consecutive digits, and an odd digit, a circle in a gray circle. A digit in a gray circle is odd. Alright. Let's see what we're going to do with this information.
Well, with the 3 cells in box 4 going to a 1 cell in box 8.
Similarly, now this one it has to be 5 or 6. So that takes out 8 and 9. And if this has to be 5 or 6, then that takes out 6 and 7. But then these two are going to have to be low digits. And that makes this one a high digit. Now, if this is 6 or 7, you've got 1, 2, 3, or 4, 1 and 2 being required. And then this is going to have to be a 3. And then the rules for this
7.
one, the rules for this one is that placing correct digits may clear fog. It's not a requirement. 3 and 4, 7 pairs with a 6, which means this is a 1, 2, and a 9, and an 8. And now we have things being cleared. 1 and 2 is gone from here.
Well, in box 1 from the 8, it's going to go to 1 or 2, and then up to 6 or 7. And that makes a 1, 2, 4 triple in column 2.
And 1, 2 pair here, column 3.
Okay, in box 1, that
That's
last
the opposite.
end of a
Box 1 here.
yeah, that cannot be 6 or 7 because it would have to go to a 1 or a 2. So it has to be low.
1, 2 takes out the 1, 2 there. Well, these are a minimum of 3, 4 pair, so this is 7, 8, 9. 7's gone because of the 7 next to it. So this could be 5, 4, 6. And I'm now removing the wrong digits. The 6 is removed. Can't use the 6 there. Well, this has to be another 8 or 9 because it could only be 7, 8, or 9.
Well,
So that's going to take the 9 out
never
as a
mind.
possibility here and place our 9 here. This entropic line's a little too short, so I don't know what to make of it. But we definitely have a 5 as one of these two, because it's either 3, 5 or 4, 5. Where do we go from here?
Oh, column 4, the entropic line at the bottom, going to have one digit from 1, 2, 3. Well, which would be the 3, so that makes. And it's going to have a 5. So it's 3, 5 pair.
It's going to make this 8 or 9 then.
Hmm.
1, 2, 4, and 6. These two are the same polarity.
Right.
Low, medium, or high. They're not 9, and they can't be 1 or 2. This one at the top can't be 7, 8, or 9. So this one can't be 7 or 8. And they can't both be 3. Well, hold on. This one's not required to not be 1 or 2.
Right.
But if this is a 3, then this one is not. It would be the other 1 and 2. Or we could have 4, 5, 6 triple going this way. But this one can't be a high digit, so this one is. So this is 1, 2, 4,
It
5,
can't
or
be
6,
1, 2,
but it
3, or
can't be 1,
4.
2, or 4. So that's a 5, 6.
And the 4 can't go on the on the ends. Because 4, 5, the 5, 6 pairs. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Can't be 5, 6, and 4
All
has to
right.
go over there somewhere.
So it's 4,
4,
7,
7,
8.
8.
Yeah, I
And
messed that up completely.
so it's the 4 on the entropic line.
Oh, right.
Row
I think
7 has a 1, 2 pair.
2 and 4 are required here. Row 7 is a 1, 2 pair, you said.
So what's left in row 7 is 3, 4, 5, 6. Or
No,
3, 4,
3 can
5
only go
because
here.
there's a 6 in it. So in box, yeah.
Eight, 7, 6. It can't be a 6, so it has to be 7, 8, 9. Where I have a 4, 5 pair, so 7, 8, 9 here, where I have to have a 7 is one of
Well,
those two.
isn't the purple ren band?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that has a 3 and a 1, 2 on it can't go to a 5.
Alright. Because the 1, 2 pair, it forces a 1 on there.
Yep.
Seven, 5, 7. Apparently we're done with that.
Apparently the fog is gone. Well, and the gray circles are all odd.
I don't know if this one counts.
Yeah, I don't either.
So it would just be the bulb of the thermo. Oh, I forgot to put a puzzle link in the chat. There, fix that problem. Nobody will notice that little mistake, will they? This can't be a 4 because it would have to pair with a 5 and it would break the 4, 5 here. You were going to say something?
The thermo that goes up and to the right, or up and to the right. I mean, if you look at what that end can be 4 or 8. Yeah, that second one can't be an 8 because it would have to go to 9. I guess that kind of solved whether or not that's odd.
Yeah. One, 2, 8, 9, 4. 3's over here, or 6 in the last position. So that can't be a 7, and so it can't be a 5, so that is 7. Either of these could be 5, because 4 and 6 aren't there, so an 8 is required.
Box 3 is left with 5, 6, 9. And box 2 is left with 5, 6, 7.
The 8, 9 pair down here solves the rest of what's going on around here.
Right, and the end of the thermo there in box 2 is 6 and then 7. Those are resolved.
Right, 6, 7. 3, 7, 9. 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 4. And there we go.
Yay.
I don't know why I feel tired already. Didn't find it on Logic Masters Germany, so I'm just gonna close out of this one. And then we're gonna do. Wait, hold on. This. Copy. There we go. And now we get postcodes. Postcodes. And link in chat. Alright, postcodes by Maggie and Bremster. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in tabs must be placed within 3 cells of the narrow end of the tab in that direction, in that row or column. A purple line contains a set of consecutive digits in any order. What?
Okay, I guess those are the tabs.
Yeah. I guess it has to be these 3?
Yep.
It's a little strange, but I'll get over it.
Box 1, the one at the bottom, that a 1?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here, the 1, 7, cannot have both of them on here because 1 and 7 are too close together. So this has to be 1 or 7. Same here, this has to be 1 or 7.
Now, the 1 cannot be on that first elbow of the ren band because of the 1 that's in the vertical. But
Yeah,
it
but
could
it
be
could
7.
still be here.
Right. And that the ren band that goes, that's, excuse me, in box 1, it's a 6 cell.
Yeah.
So it has to have 3, 4, and 5 on it. Or no, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. The same is true for all of the other red bands. They must all contain 4, 5, and 6.
Oh yeah, I guess they are all 6 cell.
Ah. Where can the 1 go for this 1, 7? This 1, 9 has it be one of those three, and this one has it be one of these three. So neither of those can be a 1 because it's guaranteed by other places.
Yeah.
So this one's the 1. We have a 7 on here, which cannot pair with a 1, which forces a 1 up here. These are 1 through 6, where the 1 has to be one of those two.
Oh, and the 3 that's in column 4 can be placed?
The 3 in column 4.
The tab? Yeah.
Is the 2, 3 here, which takes it out of here. And that's a 1. So well, you can't put both 1 and 9 together, so 1 and 9 has to be here. Apparently those are all 4, 5, and 6. And these have to be 2, 3, and it's 2 and 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Not a 1.
Well,
3
since
and
7
6.
is the
7 is where? Here?
in column 2, down there in box 7, there's this, since that has to be on there. It can't get down to 1.
So 1's here. And we have to have a 9 as one of those two, so that can't be a 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that 9 is removed from everywhere, and these 3 cannot be a 7. Oh, 7 has to be one of those two, so these two can't be 7 either. So this is the only spot for a 7, 7, and then none of these. 7.
At column 1, that 8, 9 down there in box can't be 9 because the 9 is the tab at the top.
All right.
Box 4, the 3 has to go at the top. And the 3 tab in row 3, there's a 2, 3 tab. And there's a 3 in column 5 and a 3 in column 7.
Oops. A little upset that I'm being fuzzy.
That cannot have a 1 on it.
This one?
Uh-huh.
There, there, and there.
Can't have
and
a 3
so
either.
okay. So then it's 4 through 9. Can't have a 3 on it.
And since there can't be a 2 on that, the 2, 9 tab, yeah. Oh, column 8 down toward the bottom, there's an 8 tab between boxes. Yeah.
4 or 5 pair, places 7 and 6. 1, 3, 7, and 9. And it can't be 4, 5, 8, or 9. So 4, 5, and 8 is gone. It sees these 4.
The Ren band that's in box 2 goes to box 3. Cannot have a 3 on it.
So then it has to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And 9 can't be in box 3 on that Ren band because of the 9 tab. It goes down.
Ah, right. Yeah, I was definitely confused there, but we got it sorted out. Well, column 8, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, and 8. It's a 3, 9 pair. 9 has to go in one of these. And it can't be this one because it has to be one of those two. No, 9 has to be one of these 3, so it's here. So that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done. 2 and 9 is essentially done, 3 and 6 is essentially done, 8's done, 1 and 7 is done, 1 and 7 is done. 1 and 9 is essentially done, 3 and 4, and 2 and 3. So, really just this 3, 4 that's not really done,
Right.
or even essentially done.
Well, all right. The one that's in box 6, the Ren band in box 6. Or no, I'm sorry, box 1. I don't know what I'm thinking. In box, yeah, the 6 cannot go along the horizontal because of the 6 in row. Yeah.
And a 6 is
So
required.
yeah, because 4, 5, and 6 is required in all of them.
9's removed from here and not there. And the fact that this has a 9 in one of these two means that can't be a And the 7 means we can't have a 1. So it's 2 through 8 as possibilities, but 2 and 8 are both not
And now
or
3 is
mutually
required on
exclusive.
there.
And 3 is removed from here.
That makes a 3-6 pair in the vertical.
Yeah. 4 and 5, and then it's either 2 or 8, none of which can
It
be 2.
can't be 2.
So now we get a 4, 5, 8 triple here. 1, 3, 6, 4, 5, 8, and 7. So 9 and 2. 3 and 4.
And that
9,
one
4,
at the
5,
bottom cannot
6.
have a 2 on it.
Because the 2's here and there. So 5, 6, 7, 3,
5,
4,
6, 7,
5,
8.
6, 7, 8. So the 8 isn't on the bottom. And apparently these two aren't 7. So we're going to have 7 and 8. 5, 6 pair. 1 and 9, I think. 9 and 1. 5, 6, and 4.
Column 6, the 5, 6 pair at the bottom does some.
5, 5, 6.
Oh, that was an 8. I was thinking it was a 4, 5, 6.
2. Yeah, some of the
Well,
digits are hard
column
to see
5,
exactly.
where does 2 go in column 5?
None of those can be 2. In fact, 2 can be in either of these two places.
Yes, but in column 5, the 2 has to be in box 5.
So that's 2.
And the 2 is up there in box 2. So then the 2 can be placed in box 1.
As one of these two. Am
Yeah,
I
but look
missing?
where column 3.
Because this 2 removes from here. But these 3, the 7 isn't a 2. And because it has to have a 9 on it, you can't get down to 2. So that's the 2. 1, 2, 4, and 9. We don't have 8s on the left side or 3 and 7 on the right. Gone. Alright, row 9. 4, 2, 5, 6, 9, 7, and 8. 1 and 3. 9, 3, 4, 8, 1, 2. 5, 6 pair and a 7. 2, 6, 7, 3, and 9. And this isn't a 1, so that is 1, 7, 9, and 3. 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 1, 3, 1.
The red band in box 2 to box 3 has to have a 7 on it. Where does the 7 go? Can't go in box 3. And now the 7 in box 1. I think that's all the 7s.
Let's see, is it Oisaman?
Huh?
Oisaman is
Oh.
in chat. This is who also pointed out the 7 in box 1. I think it popped up on my screen like a half second after you said it. But they on their side it might have been a bit
Right.
before. How close was I to pronounced Wazo? So Wazaman. So I was nowhere close. Where does it's French for bird? Ah, okay. I would never have gotten that one.
Yeah, and
But
I
I
don't
never.
remember enough French to have remembered that.
I've got a 3 in superscript here. Why do I have that? I don't know. So I'm going to take it away.
Because the 3 in row 4 had to be one of the first 2 cells of the box.
Hmm. 4, 5, 8, and 9 makes this a 6. So this is 5, 4, 5 over here, 6 here, 5 is 6, 5 here.
Got the 1 placeable in box 4.
2, 3, and 6. Means that's not 2 or 6. It's not close enough with those there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Never mind. Yeah, I think everything is restricted to what it can be at the moment.
Excuse me.
As in, like, none of the Ren bands have any extra
Right.
stuff.
In box 5, the 4, 9 is the same as the 4, 8, 9 in box 6 below it. Those 2 are the same. And then the 4, 8, 9 that's also in box 5, that one is the same as the one, yeah. But I don't know that it would actually do any good.
I mean, this one can't be 4, 8, and 9, so these are both red and blue. So they have to be from 4, 8, and 9, so 5 and 6 is gone.
All right, so in box 4, the yellow is in row 5. So in box 6, the yellow is that one. So it's 4 or 8.
And we get 489, so
And 4, 8 pair in column 9. Yeah.
4 and 9 and 8. 4, 8, 9. We'll move from there. This one must be blue, so it can't be an 8.
Well, in column 4,
Column 4.
yeah, down there in box 8, there's 4 and 9. So we know blue is there. But I don't know if it's red or yellow for the 4. Or the 9 is red.
That 9, that 1, that 3, the 2, 3, 2 and 9, 7, 8, 2, 3, 1. This has to be 9 because 9 had to be one of these two, and
Right.
because one of these two has to be yellow, these have to be red and blue, the 9 has to be one of these two. So that has to be 9. That is 3, 4. So I think everything from these is more or less done.
And that might have been all the help that coloring would give anyway, so.
Possibly, but I'm not fully prepared to get rid of it just yet. Okay, this cell is completely overlapped by this because it's 4 through 9. So this must exist on here. So these two are the same. So that's not a 6. These two can't be 5. This isn't a 4. 4, 6, 9 means that's not a 4. We get a 5, 8. So 4 is there. 8 is here for yellow.
4 and 9 are red and blue.
Yep. 5, 8 pair makes 4. And colors now. Six is one of
6,
these two.
yeah. I was just spotting that.
And that makes this 8 and 5. 2 and 3 and 5. 8, 6, 3, 6, 5, 8, 9, 8, 5, 4, 6, 4, 2, 5, 9, 9, 4, 6, 2, 9, and 3. There we go. Well, that's not what I want to copy. Post codes. Row 7. Copy and paste. And a very nice puzzle, which is pretty much what I put on all of the puzzles. As far as difficulty goes, say again?
The tabs are a nice new, an interesting new rule set.
Yeah. I must say I'm not particularly fond of the format, but
It's would be hard to do any other way though.
yeah. I mean, I guess I would say average-ish. I think, I mean, the Ren bands are pretty well restricted. I mean, most of them were forced pretty close to the beginning. Like this one had to be either 1 through 6 or 4 through 9, because of the 1-9 tab here. So I don't know. I'm gonna say it's on the lighter side of average, because there's a lot of ways that, because the new rules aren't particularly difficult. Like the tabs, they're not particularly difficult. They're pretty straightforward. And so it's just the complexity that's provided by the Renban lines. Really.
The Renban line, the box that's box 1. Oh, the 5 there at the end, the way that's surrounded by the tabs, it looks like a kitty. It's got little ears and a tail sticking up.
That's fun. So, I think I'm going to say it's on the lighter side of average, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with average, which seems to be what most people are placing that as. Alright. Then I want to do at least one more puzzle, even if my brain is feeling a little fuzzy. So the next puzzle we're going to do is called Mom Day by Kenneth's Dad. For all the moms, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along an arrow sum to the digit in that arrow's circle. On the pink line, there must be a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. Adjacent digits on a green line must have a difference of at least 5. Any set of 3 adjacent digits on an orange line must have 1 digit from each of the following sets: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. Digits on the red line must have a value between the values of the digits in that line's circles. Box borders divide a blue line into segments with equal sums, and digits joined by an X sum to 10. Digits joined by a V sum to 5, and digits joined by a white dot must be consecutive. Digits joined by a black dot must be in a 2-to-1 ratio. Not all X's, V's, or dots are necessarily given. Alright, and I did put the link to the puzzle in the chat if you'd like to give this one a go. Let's get started. Well, these are 3-cell arrows. This must be 6, 7, 8, or 9. And it cannot be 6 or 7 because those are 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4. And we can't get that to work in 4 cells. 6 and 7 is on. Blue cell in box 9 as was. Sorry.
Wazo.
Yeah, Wazoman says 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm going to go ahead and color this red, yellow, and blue, even though we don't know necessarily. Renban contains all digits from 2 through 8. That is true. We just don't know if it's the
missing 1 or 9.
Yeah. But the so on the orange line, because it has to go low, middle, high in some order, I'm going to go ahead and paint it red, yellow, and blue, even though I don't know how that works exactly yet. I do have these in a 1-to-2 ratio.
Yeah, it's going to have to be either 3-6, or it could be 2-4, or 8, or 3-6. It just can't be 1-2.
Yeah.
It definitely has a mid.
So maybe I should have put yellow as one of those, but we'll fix it later. Digits on a red line must have a value between the values.
Circles.
Yeah. So it's essentially a lockout line, I think. Still not certain exactly how to think about that one, though. I think it'll maybe be more helpful once we learn the identity of these two yellow cells. I could paint those as 1 through 6, but I think I'm going to wait. Well, these have to be 1 through 4, because they sum to 5. The 10s, the X's, sum to 10, so they're 1 low and 1 high. How do we get more information? Well, if this was an 8, then I would have to have 1 on both sides.
Yeah.
Which would force a 1 onto one of those two.
And either side would work, because if it is 8 on the left, if it's 1 on the left inside box 1, it'd be a 1-2 with a 5. And if it's the outside, it goes down to box 4, it'd be 1 and 3-4. So that works either way.
Yeah.
That's not very helpful either.
Well, okay. I guess the other thing is that these align like so. So,
And 4 and 6 cannot go on either way.
Wasman says, oh, it has to be 1, 2, 3. Are you saying it has to be 1, 2, 3 across the middle of the right M? Oh, because it can't be 7, 8, 9
Oh, right.
because of the 4, 6 that you said.
Right.
Yeah. So those are all low. These are all high. I'm going to take out the coloring. Now, these two can't be 6. What does that 1, 2, 3 do for us? Well, it's going to place minimum 4, 5 over here. And more specifically, across this crocodon, it could be 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it can't be a 6.
No.
And
Yeah.
it can't be
can't
4,
even be
5.
5.
So yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be 3.
3, 4, 1, 2. Well, it could never be 4, 5. So this
Right.
one couldn't be a 5.
Well, 3. Oh, right, because it's so it's going to have to be 3, 4.
And it's still 1 or 2, though.
Right.
3 and 2. 5,
And
6, 7, 8, 9. This one cannot be 7, 8, or 9.
it's
5
going
or
to have
6
a 1 on that arrow either way because
on this one.
yeah, since there's not, or if it's 8, it's on both, and if it's 9, it's going to be on the right one because it's going to be 2, 3, 4 on the left.
Yeah. Okay. Let me take the coloring out for a second. Actually, I'm going to leave it in. Well, these two can't be low. They're either 4, 5, 6 or 7, 8, 9. But they're going to be neither of whatever red and blue is, one of which has to be 4, 5, 6. And since they can't be low, they have to be high. So then that makes this a 6 paired with a 3. There, just for completeness. Well, this one, get on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Okay, well, we can't put a 1 on the red lines because that would be the minimum of what can be placed over here. Because 1 and 9 aren't allowed. So we still have 4, 5, 6, except not the 6, and 7, 8, 9. Okay, and these are 1 through 6, where the top 2 cannot be a 3, 6. Okay. Where this has to have all of the digits except for either one. One is placed in box 1. Can't be here, and that's a 3. Can't be there. And it can't be here. But this could be a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 6 because of the 8, 9. By Sudoku, there is a 2 on the top row of the Renban. Right.
Yes, there is. And 1.
Not necessarily the 1, because there's 8 cells.
Oh,
So
right,
we know we
because
have
there's
2
not
through 8.
necessarily a 1. Right, yeah.
And the 1, 2, and the 1, 2, 3 ruled out of the bottom half. So a 2 is forced in here, so that's a 1. A 2, a 1, which makes this an 8, which pairs with a 5. That's no longer a 1, so this is a 4 on top. This is a 2, this one's not a 5. Do I place all of the digits on here? Because we don't...
No.
We're not certain yet whether it's 1 or 9 that gets placed on here. What are the 4 digits in here? 7, 9, 6, and 2. But these 2 aren't 2, this one is 6. How can it be 1? Oh, 1 is removed because of the ones here, here, and here.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We don't have a 2 down here. That's too many digits. There's not enough things restricted yet.
X at the bottom of column 2 is either 1, 9 or 4, 6. Because it sees both 8 and 3.
Yeah, those would definitely be desperate pencil marks to fill in this red band. I do feel like I've put like too much over here and here. But I'm gonna
Can't be
let
4,
those
6.
exist as they are. Can't be 4, 6.
Right, because that one would be, the yellow would be 5.
The 7, 9 pair.
And the top 2 would
2,
both be
9.
2. Now
Oh,
there's a
because
7, 9 pair in box 4.
and there would be no place for a 1 because we've got ones
Right.
in these 2
Right.
boxes. So this, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. The left isn't a 2, so the right isn't an 8. I don't know if I have any other information from there, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of... And that one's even worse.
Yeah. We have to have 4 digits in between. So, if I placed a 1, then on the high side, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so they have to be a high digit and a low digit. Because they have to differ by at least 5 to have space for 4 digits in between them.
Right. Column 2, you can place the 2. It's at the top because in the Ren band,
Right.
the 2 has to go, yeah.
Which is how we got this 1.
Right.
Are there any red line secrets? I don't see them often at all. So the rule for the red line is digits on a red line must have a value between those in the line circles. So if I place, say, a 2 and a 7, which is clearly not allowed, but let's just say those worked, then the values in here would be from 3 through 6. Which I'm trying to think, because we know they have to be a low digit and a high digit now. Because they have to differ by at least 5. Because if they were 2 and 7, which do differ by exactly 5, that would be 3, 4, 5, and 6 as the only digits possible to be placed on here. Now we know 1 can't be placed anywhere on these, so 1 has to be here, because it also can't be up here. So the 1 being one of those 2 takes 1 out of there. And that removes 6 as a possibility, because then 1 and 2 are removed from, 1 and 3 are removed from the top of the Y here. I can still do a 7 with a 1 and a 2, 4 pair. But they cannot be a 4, 5 pair, so 2 is required. So 2's gone from there.
Well, and 2, 4, which is the minimum in the top of the Y, is already 6. So it's 1 or 3 in the bottom. And column 1 is left with 5, 7, 8.
1, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9 is
Nope.
not allowed because of these 2.
Right, and yellow can't be 5.
Right, because 7, 8, 9. Because the 5's remaining at the bottom there. These 2 can't be 3. This had to be 1, 4, because this had to be 1 or 3, and this had to be 1, 2, or 3. So 4 is forced down here, so now there's a 1, and now we get a 1 as one of these 3 from the X-Wing. And we can't have a 1 on here, so 1 is just across the top. Although we do have 2 across the middle. Well, I'm not sure if it's helpful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's not a 6. Oh, we can't do 2 and 5. That would be 7. 7 and 3 is 10. So that must be a 2-4 pair. 2 and 4 and 3 is 9. And we have to have 1 as one of these two. If this was 1, it would pair with 2. That's not possible. There's already a 2 at the beginning of row 7. So 3 and 1 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 5 through 9. So this is 4 through 9, except not a 9. And it can't be a 4 because of the 1, 4 here.
Row 2, it's left with, I mean, if you just fill them all in and then take away with what you can't put in there.
3, 1.
6, 7, 9. Because 6,
Right.
7, 9 is in the box.
Yeah.
There we go. And on the red box 3, the right hand one can't be a 7
Right,
because of the 3.
3. In fact, the bottom can't be a 6 on there either.
Or yeah.
Is gone from that one. 4 has to be on the top, so 4 is gone from these two. Three, 4, 5, 6, 9. Never 5. 1 and 9 isn't an option. 4 and 6. 1 and 9, never 5. 2 and 8. It could still be a 4, 6, so just make that one be that way. One and 2 is gone. And then I have to have a 4 here.
Yeah.
So those aren't 4.
And
I already have a 4
go
over
in
here.
Row 4.
Exactly. 6 and a 7 and a 5.
Right.
Now 6 paired with 4. 6, 5. 9 and 6. 9 here. I'm going to take the coloring out of these. Helpful. Sort of hide things that are happening. 9 pairs, so that's not an 8. These two aren't 8. 4, 5, and 7 is just going to leave a 6. 8 has to be one of these two, so it's gone from these two. That places 9, 8, 9, and not a 9. These two can't be 8, so they're 2, 4, and 5, so 5 is removed. 9 is removed, so 9 has to be one of these two, so this one isn't a 9. This isn't a 9. 8 has to be one of these two, so it's not an 8. 6, 7 pair takes 7 out. 5, 8 places 7 there. 6, 7. It's going to take 7s out. And 6 out.
Row 4, the 8 on the Ren band has to be in there, so the 5 8 resolved there. And 9 can't be in one of the circles on the red line.
Right.
So 8 removed.
And there's no 3.
And
so
there's
6
no 3,
is
so it's, yeah.
So I have to have a 1 as one of these two, which is going to give me a 1 X-Wing. So these two can't be a 1, so that's a 4.
And that resolves the Renban.
In what way?
Huh?
The
The 2-4 Renban. Oh, I said Renban. I meant Kropke dot. Sorry,
dot.
never mind. Sorry.
No worries. This
and
is
that
3,
X,
so
yeah.
9, 1, 6, 7, and 4. Well, it's 1 paired with 6, 7, 8, or 9. And it can't be 6 or 9. So it's 1, 7, 8.
So now 9 in box 6 is one of the ones outside of any lines. Or box 5.
Oh, it's a 1, 9 pair. So that's going to place our 7, an 8, and a 9. These two aren't 8, so 7 pairs with 3. 3, 4, 8 triple. 6 or 7. And that's a 3.
5.
No, it can't be a 3. Thank you.
5.
An 8 would be the least helpful, although it would be an 8 X-Wing. So that would place the 8 here. But a 7 would place 6. 8, 3, 9, 1. 4 is gone. 2 and 6 is gone. Gives me 5, 7. 1, 5, 7, 8 would be a quad. So 8 is gone, that's 3 or 4, and it can't be a 4. So that's 3, that's 4. Those aren't. 4 paired with 6. Not a 3. 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Box 9, the 5 has to be in the top row.
So
So
5
it comes
is
off
one
of
of these two. This is either 2, 8, or it's 3, 7, placing an 8 here. Actually, this is a virtual 3, 8 pair. Because this is either 3, 7, or 2, 8. So it has to have a 3 or an 8. So this isn't an 8. And this can't be a 1, a 3, or an 8.
or a 9.
Or 9. This is the 9 X-Wing. And the 9 X-Wing here. Although surprisingly lots of digits. So what else? And 9 is gone. 1 is gone. Do these two have to be the same? Because if this was a 2 and an 8 and a 3, then, well, this would have to be an 8 and a 2. And if this was, instead of 7 and a 3, then we would get 8.
And that one breaks.
Yeah, because that would be a 7 again. So this is 2, 8, 3, 8, 2. 8s are gone, places a 6. 3, 7, 8, takes 7s off, places a 7, 8, 9 and 6, 3 and 8, 5 and 2, 7 and 3, 1 and 9, 6, 4, 7, 2, 7 pairs of 8, 1 and 7, that's a 4 remaining, those are 6 and 9, that's a 5, 3, 1 and a 4, 5, I don't know, 7, 5, 9 and 1, 6, 9, 6 and 7, there we go. Alright. Puzzle complete. Now, is it on Logic Masters Germany? It is. Row 8. And very nice. There were definitely things we should have seen sooner. Like looking at the right-hand M, and the fact that all of these had to be either high or low. And as Wazeman saw, that it could be high because it would break the 8, 9 over here. Like that was something we should have seen sooner. Some of the things with 1s over here, some of the logic of the Renban could have been spotted faster as well. I don't know. It's on the lower side of average at the most. I'm just gonna go with average. A little higher than most other people, but is what it is. And I forgot to grab the postcodes link. So let me grab that quick. And this one, and I think we could probably tackle this one real fast. So this one is going to be Chaos Construction Disconnected 6x6 by KNT. Place the digits from 1 to 6 exactly once in every row, column, and region. The regions are orthogonally or diagonally connected and must be located by the solver. A number in the top left corner of a cell indicates the sum of the digits in the orthogonally connected section of the region that cell belongs to. A cell with a red X in the bottom right corner indicates the size, i.e. number of cells, of the orthogonally connected section, the region that cell belongs to. All possible clue sizes, red X's, are given. What? I don't understand the rules. Place the digits. So I get to place the digits from 1 to 6 exactly once in every row, column, and region. The regions are orthogonally or diagonally connected. I think I understand how that one works. A number in the top left corner of a cell indicates the sum of the digits in the orthogonally connected section of the region that cell belongs to. Cell with a red X in the bottom right corner indicates the size, i.e. the number of cells, of the orthogonally connected section of the region that cell belongs to. Hold on. Copy, paste, copy, and paste. There's the link if you want to try giving that one a go. Logic Masters Germany, can you help me here? Okay. A 5x5 example is provided. Okay, the regions can be smaller than okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so every cell is in a region.
Yes. And the regions are orthogonally or diagonally connected, so those are disconnected. Oh, well, that one says that the regions are connected too, but in that,
The regions are themselves connected orthogonally, diagonally, or possibly both. Well, I'm not sure what that means exactly. Now, this 15 ended up being the sum of the entire region.
right?
A number in the top left corner of the cell indicates the sum of the numbers in the orthogonally connected section of the region. Okay, but regions are themselves connected orthogonally, diagonally, or possibly both?
And the yellow is throwing me off.
The yellow's the red X's.
Oh, okay.
So, like, the yellow 3 here means that the region is size 3. The yellow 2, region size 2. But only the orthogonally connected part. Diagonally connected regions are very interesting and forced me to unlearn everything I thought I knew about chaos construction. I don't understand the diagonally part, and there's no part in the example where the diagonal is important.
Well, right. It doesn't show the regions marked out.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's pretend that means this 17 and this 8 can't be in the same region. Well, the 17 is going to have to extend, and so it can't be part of this 10. And it's going to have to extend down farther, and so does this 8. So if the 17 is at least those 3, this 8 is at least those 2. Excuse me, I don't know why I drew this line.
Okay. Yeah, that one had me confused. Like, wait a minute.
6, 5, and 4 is 15. So the 17 needs at least one more. This 10 is a different region, and this 14 is a different one. Okay. So then what? Just double checking that that's the right puzzle.
Looks like it.
If this 8 extended downwards, that would force this to be a 3. And then this would be 1, 4. I mean, the 8 is going to extend only one more cell either way. Or it could be done. The 17 is maximum 5 cells, and if it reached 5 cells, then it would be missing a 4.
Right.
And if it's only 4 cells, it's missing a 1, 3 pair. So we get red as one of those 2, blue is one of those 2, but blue is not required to go to one of those 2. But red does. Yellow's at least 2, it could be a 4, 6 pair. It could go up to 3, or it could go up to 4. 14 has to be at least size 3.
The 654 is 14.
Yeah. But if it reaches this red X, it has to be of size 4. If the 10 reached the X, it would be of size 3 or 4. 17 reached the X, that would be a 5. But how do I make progress from these? Because the 8's not required to continue. It could be 2, 6, or 3, 5. And if it's 2, 6, or 3, 5, it doesn't have to connect to this. This could just be a 1. Oh. It can't be 2, 6. All of the possible red X's are given. Right. So this 17, if it was of size 4, would be missing a 1 or a 3. But it would include a 4. So it would have to include a red X. And so if it's of size 5, it's missing the digit 4, but it must include a red X because it has a 5 in it. So the 17 has to reach this. And so our 10 continues.
And that red X, isn't that one a 5?
Correct. Five is gone, and so is 4. Now, the 8 could be 3, 5, or it's going to reach this red X, and it's going to be 1, 3, 4. But that's not a requirement. 10 cannot be size 4, because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And it cannot be size 3 and include a 3. But it could be 1, 4, 5.
Right.
Yeah, it could be 1, 4, 5. Or it could be 4, 6. $14 can't include an X. It has to be at least size 3, which would be 4, 5, 6. No, 3, 3, 3, 5, 6 to get to 14. Right?
Right.
So now
Yeah,
that
4, 5,
automatically.
I think I said earlier 4, 5, 6 is 14. No, that's 15.
Yeah. But
Apparently
it can't be 3, 5, 6 because then it would have a 3 in it and it can't reach an
and
X.
a red X. Right.
So it has to be at least size 4 and cannot include a 4. And since it's missing 7, that would mean it would have to be missing 3 and 4, which is fine. Now it has to be size 4 and missing 3 and 4. Because it can't be size 5, because it would have to be missing a 7, which we don't have. So it's automatically size 4. So,
Well, the 10 is has to include a 4 in it.
No, it can't include a 4. Well, it's either a 4, 6 or a 1, 4, 5. So yeah. Just my apologies. It has a 4 in it. It just cannot be size 4. I don't know why I said what I said, because what I said was wrong.
You were thinking 4 cells.
Yeah. Now the 10 either includes the cell or it doesn't. If it includes this cell, then it's 1, 4, 5 going across. And if it doesn't include this cell, it's 4, 6. And then this would be 1, 2, 3, or 5.
And would go to a different region.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 10, if it continues one more,
Uh-huh.
then it has nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be 2, and then it continues diagonally. So those two above it, or to the right of it that are highlighted right now, are both green. Or no, I guess that they don't have to both be green. They could be red.
Yeah.
Or one of them. The diagonal one could be red. But the one above it above the green 14 has to be green, I think. Well, no, because I guess the 10 could come down diagonally and then back up diagonally.
Place the
It's
digits from
confusing.
1 to 6 exactly once in every row, column, and region. Does that mean
Right.
that the last red has to be one of these two as a 4?
Yes, as a 4. Oh, and it can't be diagonally going up to the 10. At least I think that's what it means. Okay, so the nines, the 9,
I wish these had been
the
painted. It's so annoying.
513. Go back to that.
The
Okay, that
this
513.
connects to
That's
4 and
a
2.
region, and the 4 and the 2 are part of it.
Yeah. And then the 3, 5, the 4, and then the 2, 1. I wish they'd made that clearer.
Yeah, that's not
Because
very clear. It should have been highlighted some way that these are the
yeah,
regions. Okay, so then the 5 is going to have to go diagonally. The red is going to have to go diagonally down because the 10 has to have a 4 in it.
right.
So the 10 is going to be 4, 6.
It could still be 1, 4, 5.
Yeah, but then it would have to diagonally onto the green.
Oh, right, okay. 4, 6. And then it must connect yellow.
Right. Oh, and that green has to go down.
Because even if we grabbed all of that,
So yellow's going to have to go down and to the left. Because even if it can take that one, that's still only 4. And 6 comes out of the red at the top row. Confusing. So that's... Oh, never mind.
well, this can't be a 1. So 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 1, and 6 are all gone.
Now that one can be 1 because it's going to have to extend.
Yeah. And it can't go diagonal again, because then one of them would have to be 1.
Right, and the yellow can't go diagonally up because then it would have to be a 1. So it needs 1, 3, and 5 left for yellow.
Oh, I got ahead of myself then. There are 3 left.
Oh yeah, 1.
1, 2, 3, and 5.
Right.
Well, that can't be the 5. It's 1, 2, or 3. That went there. Well, it could still be 2, 3, or 5.
Or
So that could
right.
still be
Yeah.
yellow. Okay. This must be yellow or green. But this one has to be green.
Right.
Okay. Red is done. I wish I understood the rules sooner, but I'm not sure it would have helped. So, well, okay, so we know that this region has to be at least 4. So it could go up and then make that 4. Excuse me, it has to be 4 orthogonally. This
And
one
then the
is
4
yellow
would
or
have
green.
to be on the 14 itself.
Yeah.
But no, it would have to have a red X.
No, because
If
the
it's
4,
right, it's
the
missing
4
3.
cell region,
Right, it's missing
is
3 and
4 and
4.
3. Yeah.
5, 6. That wouldn't work. You can't have both of the at the top be green
Uh-huh.
because 1, 2, 5, 6 is what would have to be green, and it can't be 6, so it'd have to be 1, 2, 5.
Yeah. You get 3 over here.
Oh yeah, that would work. Never mind.
This is yellow or it's green. If this was if green did not reach this would have to be a 3. If green connected diagonally, that would be a 3. Then yellow would reach in here, and you'd have 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Well, if the green would be
Well, that would be a 3.
3,
So this would be a 1, 2 pair. So that would have to be 5.
right?
So then this would have to reach around and place a 5 here. That would be 2, 5. This would be a 1, 3, and be just fine. Because we know it has to connect to one of these two.
Right. All right. If green is
Unless it
4 cells,
diagonals
it
again.
has to have a 5, right?
Yeah, the green must reach 4 cells.
Okay.
Because if it was 3, then it would not be, it would be 3, 4,
Right.
5. And since we can't
Okay.
use another 3, that's not allowed.
Then the 5 would have to be if it's 4 that includes the entire the top 2 and then the 2 down the side. If that's then the 5 would have to be on the top 2.
Yeah.
If the green is connected diagonally, that green is a 3.
Yeah.
And the blank one at the end is 5.
Yeah.
So you can't have a 5 in the third cell down.
Okay.
I knew what I was trying to say. I just wasn't doing very well. Look at row 2.
1,
Where's the
2,
4?
3. This is a blue 4. And now I can't place another 4, and so it must extend. to be 1 and 3.
Right.
So now these two are 1.
And that one, the blue is sectioned off, and then it's going to have to be diagonally.
Two, five, six.
And top of column 1 is 2. And the bottom of row or column 1 is 5, 6.
If we wrap around this way, then we don't have a 3 in here. And then that's
Right.
the 3. And then we get 1, 6, 2, and 3. Okay, well now this is 3, or this can be either 2 or 3. That's a yellow 5. Then this would be a green 3, a yellow 2, and a 1, 3 pair. Well, okay, but the yellow 1 has to be connected over here. Because even if
Right.
yellow grabbed this, we'd have a 1, 3 pair here.
So yellow has to go down for the 1. Because yellow cannot go up and diagonally, and because that would be a
It can't be a 5, so it has to be 1.
5.
Now, if yellow doesn't grab this, then we get 2 and 3, and a 5 in one of those positions. I guess the 5 could be extended diagonally.
Yeah. It just depends on whether that's 2 or yellow.
Yeah. Okay, red is done, and yellow and green can't reach this 5 or 6. So this one is now orange. This can't reach this corner, and I don't think green can reach this corner either. So this one's purple. This one could be orange, so I don't know where. Wait, that's all my regions, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Red,
6.
yellow, blue, green, orange, and purple. Okay. Well, then that means this one's orange.
Right, because it
And
can't
so is
be
that one.
anything else.
I guess this could theoretically be blue, wrap around like that. Okay. So, if this is green, then it's a 1-5 there.
If it's not green, we know it's 5.
Yeah.
And the 3 is over there. So how do we where's the 14? I guess the green would still be 1, 2, 5, 6. Coming down, it would be 1, 2, 6, and then 5 to the left. Why do you have a 0?
Just so the 1 gets pushed over.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Makes sense.
Because otherwise, it overlaps with the 14 and it's
Right,
difficult
right,
to
right.
see. And no other digit would push the 1 over.
Right.
3, 4. 6. 6 and 1. 2,
Yeah,
4, and 6. But then I couldn't have a 6.
right.
6 and 4.
And that would have to be a yellow 5 that they're in the corner in this but we already knew that.
Oh. Where's the green 4 gonna be? It would have to be here. So that would be green, green, green. Oh, the yellow 5 would get there. It's a 2, so that's not 2, that's not 4.
Well, it was just the red X's, and all those are given, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I make some conclusion with 5s? No, I didn't. 4s would be gone from the column. 1s, 3. That 3 would take that 3 out. This 5 takes that 5 out. 2 or 6. 5 or 6. Which is orange, so
That'd
it
be
couldn't
a
be a
4.
6.
Yeah, the one that below it would be a 4. Because there's a 2, 6 pair and a 5.
Yeah.
And a 1 and a 3.
So 1 and 4 and 2 and 5. So that's a 3, 6 pair. But this 6 takes 6's out. Except how would either of these 6s work? I mean, I guess blue would have to wrap around.
2, 5, 6 for the blue. And that would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because blue needs a 6, so that would have to be
6.
blue 6. Because it couldn't grab that one. And then
Okay,
blue
then what's
also
the
needs 5.
bottom of column 1? It
So
couldn't
now
be
that's 5
another
and
orange
6.
5.
Oh, right. So that proves that that isn't a yellow in the corner? Is there any way to know that sooner?
I don't know. But blue cannot reach. Okay, in row 3, the third cell, that cannot be reached by blue. So if it's
But if it
not
goes this
yellow,
way,
right? Oh yeah, blue could go that way. I forgot
and it
about
could be
that.
yellow as well, that just makes that a 5.
Right. I forgot about the diagonal.
Green cannot go down to here. In fact,
Right.
where is the green 4 going to be? Because it can't be in this column, because even if we make this like this, you could go 3 here with a diagonal, but then it would have to be 4 here. And if I do this, that's still a green 4, isn't it?
Think so.
Because that would be green 3. Yeah, this is going to have to be a green 4. And then that has to be diagonal, so it has to connect to this. So that's going to be our 6 and our 4.
Right. And column 4, 2, 3 at the bottom.
Well, this is either 2, 6, placing a 5 here, or it's a 3. But it can't be a 3 because it's 3 over here. So this has to be 1, 2, 6. So we get our green 5. And then there's those connected.
But then where does the 5 go at the top row?
Alright, so that would be a 3.
Yeah, the 5 has to go to the left if it's green.
But green has to connect here.
Right. Because if green is if 14 and 3 in this is 3, 5, 6, and that doesn't work because it doesn't have a red X. So it has to be 4.
Oh, I don't know why I said it couldn't be a 5. That's 3, that's 5, so that's 5. That's still yellow, which we proved earlier it couldn't be somehow. So maybe we figured something else new?
I don't know. I lost track.
purple's going to have to absorb this too. 1 not ones.
Well, that's all the yellows and all the greens. So the only thing that can get to that that around the purple is purple.
And then it can't be 6. Because it can't be 6 orthogonal cells.
And where does... Okay. And since that the 2 is either by itself,
The 5s.
yeah, you can't put 5 in purple. So yeah, that can't be yellow 5 up there at the top. Green has to go up.
I can't put a 5 in purple. This is the purple 5.
Oh. Why did I see
So we
that
get
as something other
6. I was the one who said that had to be a 6. I
than...
messed
Oh,
up.
okay. 3, 4. Okay, the blue has to be by itself. And where do you put 5 in blue? Oh, it can be the diagonal.
So this is a
So
blue
it has to
5.
be. It has to be, because that's the only other place to put. Because
And now we need
if
a
it
blue
goes
6.
down, because if it went down from the 2 for the 5, then it would have to have a red X.
Yeah.
So those are orange at the bottom. 1 and 3. 1 on the right. And we need 2, 4, and 5.
Yay, first try. Okay.
Wow.
No mistakes made at all, ever. Exactly 38 minutes. That was... I think even though it took us 38 minutes, I think that has to qualify as a hard puzzle.
It once we got to where we actually understood the rules,
Just understanding the rules was hard. Let's try submitting the solution code again. Failed the first time. Interwebs, do your job. Internet? Internet. Alright, well, I have to still be connected. So why is Firefox failing to do its job?
yeah, you're definitely still connected. Or else I wouldn't be able to hear you, right?
Yeah. Logic. Oh, all of my search history is showing up. I guess I should be careful what I type in. Logic Masters German. Now, if there's anything in my search history that's gonna pop up and be bad. It's just if I click this, it doesn't show up on the screen. This does for some reason. But that's good information to know. So is Logic Masters Germany down? Yep.
Well, sure.
How do I check that it's not just me?
You went away.
Who went away? I'm still here.
You went. Well, yeah, but it's sort of.
Yeah, I was being overly quiet though. So looks like this is probably not going to solve itself until next time. So yeah. I have no way of knowing how long it's going to take. So, yeah, we got the yay congrats on this screen, so that's what we're going to stick with on that one. And I already have the Logic Masters Germany link for it, so nothing else needed. I will try and update the thing next time. Or before, once it's working again. With that, though, I am going to sign off because it's past my bedtime. So,
I forgot to plug my phone in.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. If you'd like to see more content on this channel, that is Sudoku Mondays and Wednesdays usually. And then cooperative games. I've been playing Dying Light on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Did I say the time for Sudoku? Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time? I don't know. I have said it now. But with that, I'm going to hop off. And I will see you all next time.